afternoon.
Yeah, so we're finally getting more storms.
We are, which is a good thing in the way that we get a lot of rain, and some of these are producing some very heavy rain, some much needed rain. But the bad news with these storms is we're seeing a lot of gusty winds, and that's no good when it comes to fighting the fires. Right now, a look at downtown Albuquerque, a time lapse here, and you can see where the clouds have been developing and getting a little bit more of a vertical component to them, and we're going to continue to see that be the case. In fact, we could be looking at a few more showers and storms here in the metro area, and of course developing along the Sandias and out toward the East Mountains. And we are starting to see these storms pop up mainly along the higher terrain right now. That's what happens first, and then later this afternoon we're going to start to see that even in the lower terrain areas, mainly east of the Continental Divide. So it's going to be across central and eastern New Mexico, though the Gila is starting to see a few showers popping up as well. Some of these storms are a little bit strong and are producing gusty winds up near 50 miles an hour. We're going to have to keep a close eye on that, with some of the storms up in the Sangre de Cristo Mountains producing some hail as well. And over near Cedillo Hill, we've actually had some reports of some small hail. So no severe weather right now, but definitely gusty winds and hail possible, and of course some heavy rain. You can see some of that happening right here in the Sangre de Cristo Mountains, stretching on up to the Colorado border, and even over in the Jemez Mountains we're seeing shower and thunderstorm activity. Keep in mind we could get some locally heavy rain in these storms. These storms really are showing erratic movement. There's no flow to really push these in any certain direction, so that's when you can get that potential for a little bit of flooding with these storms. Now you head farther south, and Albuquerque still in the clear, but storms are developing back to our west, and that shows some promise for us to get a little bit going here in the metro area later today, as these storms could try to head our way. And then of course we're starting to see some development over in the Sandias, Sacramento Mountains getting a little bit wet this morning, or this afternoon I should say, and then down the south these thunderstorms are developing here. These are moving from south to north, and these too could be on the strong side, producing gusty winds up near 50 miles an hour and hail. And the Gila starting to see some storms. Some of the rain could evaporate before it hits the ground, but a little more moisture over in the Gila will mean that we will get a little bit of rain down to the ground too. But again, we're going to have to keep a very close eye on any strong gusts that could come from any of these storms. So scattered showers and storms for us this afternoon, not as hot either, so the good news there. Tomorrow a little less moisture to work with, but we're still going to have the potential for more scattered thunderstorms, doing basically a repeat of today, just fewer around. And then for your Father's Day on Sunday, it gets drier with mainly just some spotty activity up in the mountains. Temperature-wise, we're in the 80s right now, and temperatures certainly a lot cooler than where we have been. They will start to warm up as we go into the weekend. Southern Colorado, partly sunny and warm today, highs in the mid-80s, maybe a few mountain storms, and then sunny and dry as we go into next week. Northwest New Mexico, sunshine, hot again today, highs in the low to mid-90s. We may get a few spot storms going, but we'll have a tough time here southwest, already seeing scattered storms, and we'll get another round of that going tomorrow, and then fewer storms Sunday, Monday. Over in the southeast, partly sunny skies with a few stray storms. Already seeing that happen right now, and we'll see basically the same thing tomorrow. Fewer of those storms by Sunday, and the heat on Sunday back to the triple digits. Northeast New Mexico, partly cloudy with more thunderstorms this afternoon, and the weather stays unsettled through the weekend, even on Sunday. Northern mountains, scattered storms each afternoon for the weekend. Fewer will be around on Sunday. Santa Fe will likely see a few showers as well. East Mountains, partly cloudy with scattered thunderstorms, and for the metro area, we should see a few thunderstorms around our area later on today. Highs today in the low to mid-90s, not quite as hot as it has been. Their weekend forecast, low to mid-90s with a chance for storms, but our storm chances go down after today.
Okay, thanks, Kristen.